Hey everyone, welcome to video 2 of this video series where I am breaking down some of the most common and relevant blocks to infinite receiving. And whether you know it or not, you're probably unconsciously blocking your receiving. Just to recap briefly, in my infinite receiving awareness and sort of awakening, I heard that we only get what we have the capacity to receive, meaning that whatever you have in your life is what you have the capacity to receive right now. And if you want more money, joy, happiness, success, that you have an opportunity to open yourself up to actually receiving it. Inside infinite receiving, that's exactly what I teach. But in this particular video series, I wanted to talk about 3 super common blocks and not obvious blocks. Here's the thing is, I'm the queen of mining and troubleshooting the hidden blocks, the ones that are not the typical ones. And this particular one kind of blew my own mind, and every time I talk about it, it blows people's minds. And that one is about discriminating the source of receiving. Here's what I mean. So many of us, especially entrepreneurs, creatives, people that want to be successful on our own, when we want to be financially independent, doing what we love, and hopefully in the process helping a lot of people, we have a tendency to want success and want financial independence from one source, and that is PayPal or our clients or contracts. And while that is, I honor, respect that, and that's what I wanted for the longest time myself. What I figured out is that the universe, God, is always given to us in so many different ways, and not always in the way that we expect or in the way that we think it has to look like. But when it doesn't look like the idea or the blueprint we have in our heads that the money or the receiving should look like, then we discount it. This looks like the following. Let's say you currently have credit cards and you could maybe invest for your business, for something that you need or want using a credit card, but you make yourself wrong for wanting to invest with a credit card because you think that's bad, or you create a story around it, like I shouldn't have to spend money on credit, right? But here's the thing, that credit card right now is the universe's way of saying, you know what, child or person, this is the way that I am making this available to you. Hang with me here, because I know this one can be complicated and I don't explain it super straightforward the first time, so bear with me. What about you live with your spouse, or maybe you got some money from an inheritance, or you won the lottery, or you have a loan, or you have a line of credit. Majority of people have a problem embracing and accepting that as a source of receiving. You feel guilty using that. You feel like that is not how you want success to come to you. And if it comes to you in ways that is not directly from client contracts or PayPal, then you discount it. So I'm here to tell you that discriminating the source of where receiving comes from is not good for receiving. So many women, especially that I talk to, they're like, oh, I want to make my own money and I can't stand that my husband right now is the one that is supporting me. And I'm like, but what if that's God's way of advancing your journey? What if that is the current way that you're being given the opportunity to pursue your path and you're saying, no, I feel guilty, I don't want it this way? My friends, here's a call for us embracing all the different ways that the universe, that God is providing for us to advance our dreams, our goals, and our purpose in this very life. So my call to action for you today is, if you've ever found yourself feeling guilty for receiving money other than clients or PayPal or the result of your own work, my call to action is write those things down. Maybe it was a loan, it was a line of credit, it was a credit card, it was a bank, it was the lottery, it was an inheritance, whatever ways the universe has provided for you so far to be able to get your education, invest in your business, advance your dreams, your goals, your vision. Instead of defending against it or feeling resentful to life because the universe hasn't shown up for you yet, I would say write the sources of receiving, of significant receiving you've had so far, and the ones that you have right now, whether it's a credit card or whatever it is, and give thanks to it and say, thank you, God, universe, thank you so much, because I now recognize that this is your attempt to help me stay in the path, and I have been pushing up against it or resisting it. Once you do that exercise, my friends, I promise you, you're going to be activating tons of infinite receiving in your life, because you're going to be telling the universe, more please. And even though that is not necessarily the ideal source, I am open to receiving it if that's what you want me to have right now, right? So here's to reconciling the ways that life has allowed us to stay in our path, go for our success, and instead of feeling guilty or bad because things haven't turned out the way we wanted them to, say, you know what, thank you. I've been able to make it this far because of that. Thank you. And I'm pretty sure that as you heal that and reconcile that and bring those things full circle, it's going to open yourself up to receive from the sources that you do want. I've done this exercise many times over in my life, and I cannot even begin to tell you how healing and how powerful and how it's been key in opening up the floodgates to receiving everything that I needed and wanted, and so much more than I could have ever imagined. So thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for video 3, where I'm going to be talking about I don't know what, because pretty much everything I do is super inspired, guided, and it's inspired by what you need to hear. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're getting this and you feel like, wow, I really needed to get that message. I didn't even know that I needed that message, but gosh, does it resonate? And that is because I don't really go around with blueprints and things like that. I mean, I don't have anything against them, but I always, especially when I'm creating from scratch, I love to be guided. So I really hope this message lands in your mind and in your heart, and that it opens up your receiving channels, and that your capacity to receive expands infinitely like the universe. I will talk to you very soon. Stay tuned. Mwah.